Alright, what's up, guys? So, this ain't no surprise to me. I seen this and I was like, yeah, with the recent news with DJ Academics, I'm like, fam, you got issues. That's just something that I do not understand in this day and age. It's like, you see where it's people that we grew up either watching or listening to their music, regardless of the situation, where you see them go down for some, like, activities involving a minor. Now it just seems like that you have it where people are trying to make it into a normal thing. And I'm like, fam, and you know what? I don't know what the case may be with DJ Academics. Like, I don't know if he has kids himself, but it's like, you have to sit down and think about it from that perspective. Where if, because I think that's what it was with DJ Academics, he asked a kid, a 15-year-old kid, it was something along the lines like pretty much saying, like, would you do something explicit with a man? And I'm like, bro, I see, because I don't be really watching DJ Academics like that. So if there is more to it, then yeah, there is most likely more to it, to the point where it led to him getting banned. But I feel like even that question alone, where you're asking a 15-year-old child, would you do something explicit with a man or whoever, even if you're asking would they do something explicit with a woman, fam, that's still a conversation where it's like, that doesn't need to be a conversation. That does not need to be a conversation. All right, it's like it's even awkward asking another adult that, but it's like, let alone like, then you asking a child that. Yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, nah, bro, you deserve this ban, and pretty much a ban anywhere else if you gonna be having conversations like that. I just don't get why people think that, oh, if I get to a significant high status with content creating, like, oh, I have a strong fan base, I have a lot of followers across all these platforms, I can say whatever and do whatever. No, you can't say whatever and do whatever. You still gotta be so you still pretty much gotta treat your content creating career as if you have only 100 subscribers. My thing is this: somebody that's like spending day and night trying to figure out how to get their first 100, do you honestly think they're gonna jeopardize it? So why would it be any different when you have like 1 million followers across? Like, you add up all your followers all together, it's like, yeah, Academics got probably well over millions of followers. So it's like, why would you mess it up because you are curious to what a kid's gonna be doing on their, like, personal life or whatever? It's like, fam, it's things like that where I'm like, nah, bruh. And this is something where it's like, anytime when I see stuff like this, I always ask that question: do you think you would be able to have that same conversation that you had with that kid in front of the parents' face? Because I'm like, it was the same thing with Dr. Disrespect. It's the same thing with Just a Robot. It's the same thing with who else? Like, yeah, there's a lot of people that be having like inappropriate conversations with minors where it's like, fam, why? It's like, you can. My thing is, yeah, look, there ain't no excuses for stuff like that. You out here having inappropriate conversations with minors, it's like, you need to get checked on that type of stuff. So yeah, that's why I'm like, with DJ Academics, I'm like, I don't know, maybe he's been drinking too much recently and he don't know how he's acting. But yeah, I think when you find yourself in a situation where all your social media accounts, not just Twitch, but all your social media accounts get taken down, maybe then he might realize it. It's like, oh, I messed up. But my thing is this: I personally don't think he realized he messed up. He probably is all like, oh, this is just, a little speed bump, I'll get past this. But it's like, I think if it had been a situation where he got banned from Twitter, he gets banned from like all platforms that he's on, I'm like, he gets banned from all those, banned, blocked, and all those platforms, and I think maybe he might then realize, maybe I did mess up, and it's like, it ain't even like, no, maybe, it's like, no, I did mess up. So yeah, it's just one of those things where, it's stuff like that I just don't get. It's like, you're in a good part of your career to where it's like, you shouldn't be making no mistakes like that. So it's like, yeah, don't be surprised you start getting banned from Twitch, banned from a lot of other different social media platforms, because you want to have some old crazy conversations with kids and stuff. So, but anyways, then I know that was something else that I seen too, where I don't know if it was a friend, whoever it was associated with DJ Academics, but the friend tried going after Dante and talking about his wife or something like that. And I'm like, if there's a toss up between being a DJ Academic friend or Dante, fam, I'm like, I would rather be Dante when he was in the garage making reaction videos to whatever. I'd rather be I'm Dante's worst day could not be as bad as being a DJ Akademiks friend. So it's like, that's what you're going to be known as. You don't even have a name. You just are only known as DJ Akademiks friend. That's sad. That's some sad stuff right there. So yeah, that's why I'm like, I ain't even worried about no friends of DJ Akademiks. Like that's there's so many different things I could compare that to, but I'm like, yeah, that's one of those things where I'm like, who are you, bro? Like, honestly, truthfully answer that question. Who are you? How do you have like any sort of status when it comes to I'm Dante speaking on DJ Akademiks or overall DJ Akademiks? Like, you're known as his friend. It's like, that's one of those things where it's like, you know how like at the end of a movie, when it's like all the credits is rolling, then it gets to like that portion of the credits where it's like, I don't know what any of this stuff got to do with the movie, but it's like, that's what you are. Like, the one person, the part of the movie that had really nothing else to do. Like, you just showed up. You looked around, looked through some cameras and stuff, you know, fixed some microphones, fixed some lighting. Like, that's what you were. You were like a consultant. You were the assistant. You're not like the director, the writer, the producer, any of the actors. You ain't even like the stunt person. You're just one of those guys where it's all like, oh, I show up, get a check, leave. Like that's really the only sort of status that you got in this whole situation. Show up, make a tweet, leave. Like, or whatever post that he made. But yeah, overall, I'm like, if talking time Dante, I would not be worried about that guy. That's one of those things where there's probably what you making a video about him was probably like, wow, like I'm Dante talked about me. Oh my God, like I can't believe it. But yeah, and it's the funny thing is that the only thing that came out of that was people were making a meme of the part where I'm Dante was talking about that guy, and I'm like, yeah, that's the only thing that came out of it. It's like and that's the funny thing about it. Even with that being a meme, still nobody knows who you are, bruh. So, yeah, that's why I'm all like, to whoever DJ Akademiks friend is, I'm like, please, bruh, just go on about your business. But anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and peace.